Consider the following statements regarding the compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas or CNG. CNG is heavier than air. CNG does not contain lead. Ethane is main component of CNG. Option B. Only two only. That is CNG does not contain lead is the correct answer. Ethane is the main component. No, it's methane. CNG does not contain lead. Yes, does not contain. CNG is heavier than air. No, false. So only two is the correct answer. Only two. Only two is the correct answer. The Kochi-Mangaluru natural gas pipeline. Recently, you can see in news the Kochi-Mangaluru, uh, Kochi-Mangaluru LNG pipeline, that is large natural gas pipeline, was recently inaugurated. The 444 kilometer long natural gas pipeline uh, launched in 2019 at an estimated cost of nearly 3,000 crores and was to be commissioned in 2014. However, opposition of safety and commercial ground on safety and commercial grounds, both from political parties and the public, delayed the project. This led to the project cost nearly doubling, nearly of 5,800 crores. Laying the pipeline was an engineering challenge as the route of the pipeline required it to cross water bodies at more than 100 locations. Pipeline built by GAIL Authority. The pipeline was built by GAIL Authority of India, Gas Authority of India Limited as a so the pipeline was built by Gas Authority of India Limited has transportation capacity of nearly 12 million metric standard cubic per day. It will deliver liquefied natural gas sourced from the terminal in the Kochi built by Petronet LNG in 2013. Petronet LNG in 2013. The terminal's objective is to supply natural gas for domestic and industrial use in Kerala and South India. The terminal in Kochi has a capacity of 5 million tons annually, but 90% capacity was not being utilized due to the delay in completing the Kochi-Mangaluru pipeline. In the first phase, 44-kilometer line was laid down in Kochi. So due to the delay in completing the Mangalore pipeline, the delay is happening. That is, efficiency is decreasing. Uh, in the first phase, 44-kilometer line was laid in Kochi, linking the terminal with local industrial users. The pipeline already supplies 3.8 million cubic meters of gas a day to industrial and residential customers in Kochi. With the completion of the pipeline, the capacity utilization of the LNG terminal will increase to 20 to 35%. See, if only few customers or few demand, if there is a few demand for the natural gas, obviously the efficiency of the Petronet LNG, the company in the Kochi, will decrease. If there is a huge demand, the demand increases with only the population or the increasing the route. So the pipeline already supplies 3.8 million cubic meters of gas a day to industrial and residential customers in Kochi. With the completion of the pipeline, the capacity utilization of the LNG terminal in Kochi will increase to 25 to 30%. You can see here Kochi, Mangaluru in Karnataka. Kochi Mangaluru project. In between, there is a GAIL. The GAIL has developed GAIL's Kochi Mangaluru natural gas pipeline, 441 kilometers, was opened by the PM Modi last week. In Kannur, Arikude, Mallapuram, and so on. In Kuttanad, there is a diversion to Bangalore, and also the Bangalore pipeline route. The Bengaluru route is nearing completion. Its branches at Kuttanad in Palakkad and enters Tamil Nadu, going to Coimbatore before reaching the Bangalore. So all the interlinking has been done here. Benefits of the pipeline. The pipeline will supply environment-friendly and affordable fuel to households and commercial industrial units. Environmental friendly and affordable fuel. Thus, the pipeline would improve the ease of living in both the states and reduce the expenses on poor, middle, and entrepreneurs of both the states. Consumption of cleaner fuel will help in improving the air quality by reducing the pollution. Pipeline will have also a positive impact on the economic growth of these two states and would develop a new ecosystem of employment and self-employment as it would help the fertilizer, petrochemical, and power sector. It will also help the country in saving thousands of crores of foreign exchange by the country by reducing fuel imports is the main thing. So it will save thousands of crores in foreign exchange. Also, the pipeline will have a positive impact on the economic growth of these two states and would develop a new ecosystem of employment and self-employment as it would help the fertilizer and petrochemical and power sector too. Compressed natural gas. The CNG, compressed natural gas, is a mixture of hydrocarbons consisting of approximately 80 to 90% methane. 80 to 90% methane in gaseous form. The compressed natural gas (CNG) is compressed so that enough fuel can be stored in the vehicle. It is colorless, odorless, non-toxic, and is lighter than air. Lighter than air, and also non-toxic. It is not toxic and odorless, no smell will come, and also colorless, commonly referred to as green fuel because of its commonly referred to as green fuel because of its lead free characteristics. So lead free, it is lead free characteristics. It reduces harmful emissions and is non-corrosive, which increases the life of spark plugs in the vehicles. So it is non-corrosive, and it increases the spark plugs in the vehicles superior to petrol. It operates one-third the cost of conventional fuel and is hence increasingly becoming popular with automobile owners. Liquefied natural gas. The LNG natural gas is a natural gas predominantly methane. Liquefied natural gas, some mixture of ethane, both ethane, some mixture of ethane, but predominantly methane that can be cooled into a liquid from the ease of transportation. LNG is clear, odorless, colorless, and non-toxic liquid which forms when natural gas is cooled to minus 162 degrees and store. The cooling process stings the volume of the gas 600 times, making it easier and safer to store and ship. The liquefied natural gas does not ignite in its liquid state. See, it is very important. Liquefied natural gas does not ignite in its liquid states. It only ignites when it is in the gaseous state. When liquefied natural gas reaches its destination, it is turned back to its gas, and regasification plants are there. See, regasification plants required for LNG. It is then delivered to pipes to homes, businesses, and industries.